Good morning, friends. I am currently house sitting with my good friend Molly over here. And I know before I started house sitting, it seemed kind of like something out of a movie and not something that I could actually make happen in real life. But it is a real thing, and I'm doing it right now. And it's pretty awesome. So I thought I would take you through a day in my life house sitting. I've watched a few of these day in a life videos. Somehow they always wake up looking really nice and fresh, and I woke up like a grease bucket. So we'll probably start our day with a shower and then take it from there. Ready for the day. Now the first very important task of the day is that Molly needs some medicine. Because you'd never guess it, but she's 15. She's so spry for 15. They must put fish in it or something because she loves it. You're still sleeping. Having a lazy day. Do you want some treats? Yeah. It's a very important time of the day right now. It's coffee time. Okay, so I thought before I head out for the day, we could have a little chat about house sitting since you might have some questions about it. And I have to drink my coffee anyway. So grab yourself a coffee or tea or water. I have coffee and water because caffeine rehydrate. And then I also have a pitcher of extra steamed cashew milk because I'm living my best life. And there's extra foam in my best life. Okay. Last week I asked over on my Instagram if anyone had house sitted before, and if not, if they had any questions about doing it. So I'm going to answer those questions today. Number one is, do you get paid to house sit? You do not typically get paid to house sit. However, you do get totally free accommodation. So if you compare what you would have to pay for an Airbnb or hotel or hostel, you are ultimately getting paid in a sense. One cost to keep in mind is that the sites do charge you to be a member of that site and to contact people about house sitting positions. You can still browse the websites totally free, but if you do want to reach out to somebody about a position, you do need to get a membership. What I did when I decided that I wanted to house it was I had a look at the different websites and I found this place that I thought looked really cool, and then I joined that website. So in this case, I joined housesitters.co.uk. It was £29 for the year. 2, what is required of you? This really varies from position to position. For me, it's quite simple. I have Molly, the cat, and then I water all the plants. I take their mail in, I let them know when packages come, and I just generally try to keep them updated. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Now, I did see postings that were like, we live in the country and have 2 horses, 3 cows, 4 goats, a barn cat, and a geriatric hamster. Now, if that sounds up your alley, awesome, go do that. That sounded like a little too much for me, so I just picked something that felt like what I was looking for. Question number 3 is, how do you find the gigs? I picked House Sitters UK because I was looking for a place in Edinburgh. I really like the look of this place. It wasn't a crazy cost to join, and so far it has served me very well. But it is limited to the United Kingdom. If you look up house sitting jobs and the location you're looking for, or even house sitting jobs worldwide, you will find a bunch of different websites, and it's just about kind of looking through them and seeing what feels right to you. Hi. Hi, my sweetie. Okay, there are more questions that I am going to get to, but I just need to head out for the day. I need to water the plants, have some breakfast, and a friend invited me for a hike in the Pentland Hills, so I need to head out for that. But hold tight, and I'll be back with more answers very soon. Oh my gosh, friends, these plants do not look the best. I did warn the owner, I was like, look, I will take amazing care of your cat. I can make no promises about the plants. And she's like, that's totally fine. I'm following her instructions to a T of when these need to be watered, but they're brown and I don't know what to do about it. But she did say these ones might die. I don't understand plants, so I don't know why they might die, but she thought they might die. So if they do, she won't be surprised, but I'll still feel bad. Lesson of house sitting. Do your best. Just do your best. I am packed up and only 10 minutes late. Let's go. Oh, friends, things I have learned today. One, I'm not a very good day in the life vlogger. I just get really into what I'm doing and the people I'm with, and then I forget to vlog. But I think that's good. I think it's really good to focus on the situations we're in. And that's my excuse for not totally taking you with me today. But I did snap a few photos, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I did today around Edinburgh, and then I'm going to get to the last, final, and most important question of all about house sitting. The house I'm house sitting at is in Portobello. It's a really lovely area with a beach along it. So I biked from Portobello to the Pentland Hills area. My friend picked me up in her super cool car, and she and her boyfriend and her super sweet dog went for a hike in the Pentland Hills. It was beautiful. We saw people dry skiing. I'm from Canada, so we have downhill skiing, and we have cross-country skiing, and we have water skiing, but dry skiing we do not have. And I still don't fully understand it, but it basically involves skiing down some kind of hill on, I don't fully understand what. I'm not a good downhill skier, so at least I have snow to catch my fall. And in that case, on dry skiing, I don't think you do. But like, go to the Pentland Hills and see this rare, fascinating phenomenon of dry skiing. We hiked up to the highest point where you get this beautiful view over all of Edinburgh. You can see Arthur's Seat and the crags, which I climbed last time I was in Edinburgh. You can see Edinburgh Castle, you can see the bridges in the distance. It's an amazing place to get a full view of the whole city. We had a nice couple hours of hiking, came back down, and then I biked my way back to Portobello, only getting minimally lost, and now I'm back here. And I want to talk to you about the last and final question I had about house sitting, and that is, would I recommend it? From my experience house sitting so far, I would definitely recommend it. It has been just what I needed. But with that being said, there are some caveats I would recommend taking into account. One, it kind of requires that you be flexible with dates. There are only so many people that need somebody to watch their pet or their plants or their house, and they're already gonna know when they're going away, so you kind of have to fit into that schedule. So if you already have your trip planned, definitely look into house sitting. It can't hurt, but there is no guarantee that you'll find a house sit in the place you want for the time you want. One option would be to look ahead and maybe make a trip around that certain time. So if you know you want to go to Glasgow sometime this year, you could look ahead, and often people post a few months ahead of time. So that is something you could consider. One other thing to keep in mind is that you do have responsibilities. You get a space all to yourself for free in whichever location you are looking for, but you do also have to honor those responsibilities you have. So for instance, for me, the cat needs medicine in the morning and at night, so I make sure that I'm always gonna be here in the morning and at night to make sure she gets her food, gets her medicine, gets taken care of. So if, for instance, I wanted to go on a weekend getaway from here, stay overnight somewhere else for a night or two, I couldn't do that. And I'm totally okay with that, but that is something to bear in mind. And then my final caveat would be, I have had such a great experience, and part of how I made sure that I did was I really took the time to pick the right experience for me. I looked through all the listings, I found a listing in the place I wanted that worked in the time frame I wanted. It looked like a nice place where I would feel comfortable. The responsibilities were ones that I was excited about. I was excited to take care of a cat. I can mostly handle watering plants. So it just felt like a really enjoyable opportunity. Neither myself or the homeowner had reviews, so we set up a call and we had a chance to chat and just get a good vibe off each other. I think that's really important. This is going to be your home for however long, so you want to make sure that you pick a place that you feel comfortable and you're excited about the responsibilities you would have. And if you find a position that fits all of those descriptions, I think it is a really, really great opportunity. It's a great way to explore some place with free accommodation. Like, I am in Edinburgh for 3 weeks with free accommodation. Like, that is not an easy thing to find. In conclusion, I have had a great experience so far, and from my experience, I highly recommend house sitting. Now, I know I said this was gonna be a day in the life vlog, but I think we can conclude that that's not exactly my forte. It is like 6 or 7 o'clock. This is where I'm gonna leave you because, quite honestly, The Bachelorette was on last night, and from what I hear, it was a really intense episode. So I gotta go watch that, and I just can't be distracted trying to vlog, you know? Just can't. I gotta focus. The Bachelorette is serious business. So this is where I leave you, friends. If you have any questions that I did not answer today, please leave them below. I will be happy to answer them if I can. If you want to have the option of asking questions that will be answered in an upcoming video, please feel free to go over to my Instagram at sheila.daily. And last but not least, if you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please give it a like. Really supports my channel. And head on down, hit subscribe, hit the little bell to be notified whenever I put out a new video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.